Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Crack Grade B. Welcome to today's session. Can someone tell me whether my voice is clear and is this screen clearly visible to you? आवाज सही से आ रही है? स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रही है सही से? Anyone? चलो ठीक है, let's start with today's session. Okay, and we were continuing our CSIR series, test series, with respect to November. ठीक है, we were doing November current affairs and through MCQs we were doing, and most probably with MCQs, throughout MCQs we'll be covering all the month, current affairs important for CSIR case examination. Okay, and apart from these MCQs, the content will also be provided to you, all of you guys, in the course itself. So you do not have to go somewhere else for the current affair content. Just limit yourself to the content provided by the Crack Grade B and revise this at least multiple times, at least 3 times. Okay, then you will be sorted with respect to current affairs in general. So with respect to, as we were doing this question yesterday, cholera. Okay, let's move on after that. So there is this question on, a situation was there that Delhi High Court recently garnered attention by summoning Instagram account People of India in copyright infringement. So the question actually caters about copyright infringement. There are 3 statements provided and you have to identify which statements are correct or which are incorrect. So the first statement is, according to Indian Patents Act, a biological process to create a seed can be patented in India. Okay. Another statement says there is no intellectual property appellate board in India. And the last statement is plant varieties are not eligible to be patented in India. So which of the above statement do you think are correct? All of you try to attempt this question. Try to utilize the elimination method. Check which option cannot be true. Eliminate that option and you'll find your correct answer. Is it only 1, only 1 and 2, only 3, or none of the above? What do you think is the correct answer? Do you want to attempt this question or pass this question, skip this question? So the correct answer for this is only 3. And why is it so? Because according to the Indian patents, a biological process to create seed is not allowed to be patented in India. And there is actually an intellectual property appellate board. So this statement also becomes incorrect. And lastly, this statement is correct, which is plant varieties are not allowed to be or not eligible to be patented in India. If you think it from the logical terms, ठीक है, अगर आप इसको नॉर्मल किसान के हिसाब से सोचेंगे, भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है, ठीक है, it is famous, the majority of the population is involved in farming. So if majority of population is involved in farming and seeds are very much important for them, ठीक है, तो MNC, if any particular multinational company, if they come and say कि गेहूं का हमने पेटेंट करा लिया है, अब आप यूज नहीं कर सकते, अगर आपको यूज करना है तो रॉयल्टी देनी पड़ेगी, यू हैव टू पे रॉयल्टी. So in that case, the farmers will be at loss. That's why in Indian Patents Act, such type of copyrights or patent are not allowed in India, especially in context of seeds. Okay, is this clear? Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, a question that is also related to your geography or environment. So this recently over 100 Amazon River dolphins were found dead in Amazon River. So these are the statement. You need to identify what statement is correct. Amazon basin is famous for rubber and mahogany wood. Amazon basin is a type of equatorial hot and wet forest. And last, Amazon basin of Argentina is an example of tropical rainforest. So what do you think are the correct answers for this? If you have a little bit detail about, what exactly Amazon rainforest is, secrets mostly NTA will be conducting this examination, most probably. Everyday says B, only 1 and 2, okay. Rohit says C. Is there anybody else who wants to attempt this question? मतलब अगर आप इसके अमेज़न रिवर जहाँ जहाँ फ्लो करती है, अगर आपको उसकी जियोग्राफी का आइडिया है और इफ़ यू हैव एनी लिटिल बिट ऑफ आइडिया विद रिस्पेक्ट टू South American geography, so you can easily understand or eliminate one option, you will get your answer. So if you look at South America, okay, so it looks like this, okay. Amazon River flows here. This is equator और ये Amazon forest है. Argentina is located here. So naturally the Amazon River is not related to Argentina. So that's why you can eliminate this statement. So you got your answer, only 1 and 2. Okay? So B is the correct answer. Next statement, recently Union Cabinet approved Sarakka Central Tribal University in Telangana. So consider the following statement that is somewhat related to this. Koya tribe is the largest Adivasi tribe of Telangana and listed as scheduled tribe. Koyas popularly call themselves as Dorala Sattam and Putta Dorara. Samakka Sarakka, also called Medaram Jatara, is the largest fair in India. Which of the following statement according to you is correct? Everyday says A. Okay. What about others? Don't just see these videos, try to attempt these questions so that you can identify what type of strategy you are adopting while attending these questions and you can refine these strategies again and again. ठीक है? Attempt करेंगे तो attempt करते समय आपको पता चलेगा कि आप किस हिसाब से सोच रहे हैं. ठीक है? और उससे क्या होगा कि आप हर बार जैसे जैसे क्वेश्चन सही करते चलेंगे आपकी थिंकिंग एबिलिटी विल इम्प्रूव, वो भी अच्छी होती चली जाएगी. आपको आइडिया लगेगा कि इनकेस अगर क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है तो हाउ डू वी अटेम्प्ट सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. तो डू ट्राई टू अटेम्प्ट दीज क्वेश्चंस. गायत्री सेज बी. ओके, सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज बी ओनली. यस, बिकॉज इट इज द सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट फेयर इन इंडिया. ठीक है, नॉट द लार्जेस्ट, एंड दिस इज करेक्ट. Koya tribe is the largest Adivasi tribe of Telangana, and this specifically asked about Adivasi tribe, not tribe in general. ठीक है, तो always focus on keywords. Next question, recent events at Delhi Athletics Championship have highlighted the doping issue. तो ठीक है, तो doping के against we have this agency in India. So which of the following statement about National Anti-Doping Agency is correct? NADA was set up as a registered society under Societies Registration Act. The Lok Sabha passed the National Anti-Doping Bill, which seeks to create statutory framework. The World Anti-Doping Agency was set up under International Olympic Committee. So these are the options. Okay? Tell me, what do you think is the correct answer? Try to eliminate and see if you can get the answer correct. Or if everything seems fine, so you can see that also. Everyday study says A. Okay. What about others? Rohit, Gayatri. Gayatri says D. Okay. Yes, D is the correct answer. All these statements are correct. Okay. Let's go to the next question. And this is related to environment also. So Ministry of Environment recently marked 29th as World Ozone Day, an annual event dedicated to raising awareness about issue of ozone layer depletion. So consider the following statement regarding chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons are actually responsible for depletion of ozone layer. Okay. So there are three statements. You have to identify the correct statement related to them. So these CFCs are used in production of plastic foams. They are used in production of tubeless tires. They are used in cleaning certain electronic components. So which of the following statements are correct? Think about the possibilities. Every day says C. Okay. What about others? What do you think is the correct answer for this? Ishwara says B. See, secrets with respect to conducting these two papers, first of all, it is prerogative of the agency who will be conducting, but most probably they will be conducting paper 1 and 2 on the same day. This is the most probable thing that can happen. Otherwise, let the admit card come and we'll see what happens. So the correct answer for this is all of the above. Okay? It is used in the production of all these aspects that are mentioned over here. Let's go to the next question. Maldives saw the election of a pro-China candidate as the next president of the nation. Consider the following different operations that happened throughout its history. That means what operations India actually did with respect to Maldives. So Operation Cactus in 1988, Operation Neer in 2014, Operation Sanjeevani. Okay, Indian Armed Forces helped government of Maldives in neutralization of coup attempt. India supplied grains to Maldives to deal with the crisis. India supplied 6.2 tons of essential medicines. If somebody understands Hindi, they can easily eliminate the options and easily come up with the answer. What do you think is the correct answer? एक ऑप्शन को एलिमिनेट करो, एलिमिनेट वन ऑप्शन, यू विल गेट योर आंसर करेक्ट. एवरीडे से सी. अच्छा, does चलो आई विल गिव यू गाइज अ हिंट. नीर in Hindi, and I guess it is related to in various languages also, relates to water. Now what do you think is the correct answer? Yes, correct. A is the correct answer, because this Operation Neer 2014 was India actually provided drinking water to the Maldives because of lack of availability of that in 2014. Okay? So this is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. Also related to Indian geography. So the Dandeli forest faces substantial environmental shift due to changing climate. Okay, consider the following statement with respect to this forest. So Dandeli forest is located in the Uttara Kannada district. It is part of the Cardamom Hills. The Kali Tiger Reserve is a protected area adjacent to this forest. So what do you think is the correct answer? Even if you have a little bit of knowledge with respect to Indian geography, or at least the hills, major hills, okay? If you have Atlas, within Atlas in the first page, if you would have learnt all the major hills, you can easily eliminate one option. You can easily come up with the correct answer. Every day says A. This is B. Is there anybody else who want to attempt this question, or you're going to pass? Yes, the correct answer is A only. And why is it A? If you look at southern India, okay, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, okay? So the Cardamom Hills are located nearby this region of Kerala, okay? And the question asks you about Dandeli Anshi forest. Okay. So as you can see, they are not related. A huge gap is there. So that second statement makes no sense. That's why this statement is incorrect. Okay. So A is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. Okay. A simple logical question. If you understand the environment as well as geography, the recently University of Lincoln has published a study spotlighting the extensive ramifications of metal mining pollution in rivers and floodplains. Okay, so which of the following is our possible consequences of heavy sand mining in India? In riverbeds. So first is decreasing salinity in river, pollution of groundwater, lowering of water table. Which of the following is our correct? They are asking about the consequences of heavy sand mining in riverbeds. Khanan, in Hindi we say khanan, okay? River side se mitti leke jate hain, and it is obviously used for a lot of purposes. What do you think is the correct answer for this? Possible consequences because of which, how it will impact the environment. Everyone? Gayatri says B. Okay. What else? Vishwaras is also B. So, matlab if we mine, so this is the case example for you. Okay. Let's say this is the river. Okay. These are houses over here. So what this river mining means, that you are actually taking out this sand from the river. So that means pollution will enter, and when pollution will enter, okay, some amount, when you mine such areas, the rocks which are also made of magnesium and other elements, they also percolates in the river. And whenever these things percolate in the river, will it increase salinity or will it reduce salinity? It will naturally increase salinity. So this statement becomes incorrect. Okay? So the rest of the statements are there. So if you eliminate these two options, this is the correct option. Obviously pollution will increase. ठीक है? And lowering of water table. Lowering of water table means, suppose if we take a projection of front end projection of river, ठीक है? तो river is right now flowing, and if you, let's say, do mining here, you eliminate this much amount of sand from each end. So naturally this water table will reduce na, because now the water will spread in these regions also. है ना? So this is also correct. But if you would have done this simple option incorrect, तो आपके पास option, you don't need to explain every thing. ठीक है? चलो, let's go to the next question. Any confusion here to anybody? ठीक है? Please tell me with respect to how this actually happened. Is this question clear to everyone? Or any confusion? Yes, no, anything? चलो ठीक है. Let's go to the next question. In a recent operation named Kachhap, the director of revenue intelligence has successfully rescued nearly 1,000 live baby gangetic turtles. ठीक है? So we are talking about river Ganga. So consider the following tributaries of river Ganga. You have to, find the correct order from east to west. These are your tributaries: Gandak, Kosi, Ghaggar, Gagra, and Gomti. Try to, put them into order. From east to west we are talking about. Ganga river from Uttarakhand, it is coming like this, na? So there are various tributaries. The question is asking from this point to this point. In this order you need to tell. So what do you think is the correct answer? If you know the easternmost, component or easternmost tributary, you can at least eliminate one or two options. Okay, easternmost, let's take example of Kosi. If you know that Kosi amongst all of these are the easternmost, then you can eliminate D and you can eliminate A. Now try to identify the correct answer. Gayatri says C. Acha. What about others? The correct answer is B. That means, Kosi, Gandak, Agra, and Gomti. ठीक है? All these important rivers are important for your national geography also. ठीक है? So do not forget to remember about these things. Prepare it either from the perspective of current affairs or prepare it either from the perspective of geography in general. ठीक है? Because it is essential for you to do these questions. Next, Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to GOI, inaugurated Bharat NCX 23. Consider the following statement regarding National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. ठीक है? तो these are the following options. it draws powers from IT Act, it is placed under RTO, it is solely dedicated to protection of private sensitive information held by users in their private capacity. Think logically. It is national infrastructure. अब national कोई भी चीज है, ठीक है, which the government has established. तो what most probably will be its function? ठीक है, think in that terms. You will be easily, मतलब if you think logically, what the government institutions are all about, you can easily come up with the answer of this question. Gayatri says C. अच्छा ठीक है. And this IT Act is Information Technology Act. ठीक है, वो act नहीं है, income tax नहीं है. It is Information Technology Act. Secret says B. Okay. So I'll tell you, Secret's answer is correct. The correct answer is B. Now, Secrets, can you tell me why do you select this option? See, any public institution which the government has formed obviously will be for public, information, not private. ठीक है, ऐसे हर किसी के, private information, if it tries to check and secure, that will be violation of privacy. ठीक है, it is only for information held in public information. And public information क्या है? For instance, Aadhaar details. Yes, correct. Secrets. अब हर ये private sensitive information, it can come like कि अब they talk about your bank account, specifically your bank account, they are responsible. ठीक है? So that's a different thing. Next question. Maharashtra's Cultural Affairs Ministry has signed a MOU with Victoria Museum, okay, to bring back Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vagnak. Consider the following statement related to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. ठीक है? So they are talking about the battles. You have to identify the battles and whether they are correct or not. See, through these current affairs, we are not just preparing your, let's say, current affairs in general, but we are also trying to prepare your static concept also. Okay? So this is helpful in those manner also. So Battle of Sangamner was fought between Mughal and Maratha. Battle of Kalyan, Bahadur Khan defeated Maratha army and and in 60-65 it was fought between Ghaznavid Empire and Maratha Empire. So what do you think is the correct answer? Do you want to try to attempt this question or you want to skip this question? Everyone. Gayatri says A. Okay. What about others? In statement based question, this is the beauty. Actually, if you eliminate one option, you will get your answer correct. And if you see this Battle of Purandar, this was not between Ghaznavid Empire, but between Mughal and Maratha Empire. So this statement, if you eliminate, third, you get this answer correct. So B is the correct answer for this. Okay? Next question, the 18th G20 summit was held in New Delhi. Okay? On September 9th, 10th, with reference to G20 common framework. Consider the following statement. It is an initiative endorsed by G20 together with Paris Club. It is an initiative to support low-income countries with unsustainable debt. What do you think is the correct answer? Think logically, you might get the answer correct. This is with respect to the recent G20 happened, है ना? You want to try this question or skip? Gayatri says C. So Gayatri is eliminating the first option. Okay. So the correct answer is B, because both of these are correct. Okay. In the recent G20 meeting, if you see the explanation part of it, this is question number 31. See, as you can see here, that Chad was the first country to officially request a debt restructuring under a new common framework, which was introduced under G20. Right? So it is a common framework for debt treatments beyond debt service suspension initiative endorsed by G20 together with Paris Club. And it was announced in November 2020 to deal with the issue of unsustainable debt. And why we are talking about unsustainable debt? Because in the aftermath of COVID-19, when every economy was, declining, at that particular point of time, these developing countries actually borrowed a lot of money in order to upstart or kickstart their economy. But in the end, okay, when they had to repay that loan, and those loans obviously will be denominated in dollars, okay? And when the inflation came, and when, because of which various economic crises came, those, and their currency depreciated, then those debt also become unsustainable. So that's why, okay, these things were provided for them. Next question. India, country heavily reliant on monsoon rains, faced a significant challenge in August with an unprecedented rainfall deficit. So consider the following statement regarding water reservoirs. So Indira Sagar project is located on Godavari River. Polavaram project. The Ghat Prabha reservoir is located in Belgavi district, obviously of Karnataka. Okay? And Gandhi Sagar is one of the 4 major dams built on India's Ghagra river. So what do you think is correct? अभी घाघरा पड़ा हुआ है, ठीक है? घाघरा, and you can see how do we attempt these type of questions. Try to attempt this question. आकाश सेज डी. अच्छा ठीक है, डी कैसे हो यार? फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट तो एनीवेज इज करेक्ट. Gayatri says A. Okay. That means you all guys are including 3. तो एक बात बताओ. They are talking about mostly reservoirs in southern India. ठीक है? Godavari River, Karnataka. Gandhi Sagar is also a reservoir in southern India, whereas the river Ghaggar is a tributary of Ganga in North India. So naturally this statement is incorrect. So you can eliminate these options. B is the correct answer. ठीक है? शैडो यार एक बार you can contact क्रैक ग्रेड बी. नंबर, ठीक है, वहाँ पे यू कैन गेट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. I am not right now have that information, ठीक है, तो you can contact the contact number mentioned and you can get information regarding that inclusion of that course in RBI phase 2. चलो next question. A recent study has revealed an unconventional yet efficient method for monitoring the proliferation of antimicrobial resistance in urban areas. So which of the following is our reasons for multi-drug resistance in microbial pathogens? In such type of diseases, what happens is no type of that drug actually works on you because you get resistant to such type of drugs. In antibiotics, what happens is there are different level of antibiotics. One are very effective, one are less effective, and these type of antibiotics are actually made because of the severity of that kind of situation. In TB there are different kind of tuberculosis. One is mild tuberculosis, then we have drug resistant tuberculosis. So for that drug resistant tuberculosis we need higher end of antibiotic. But if you give higher end of antibiotic to the person who has mild tuberculosis, then that person will start developing resistance to that higher end drug. तो उसके लिए अगर उसको बाद में tuberculosis हुआ, if tuberculosis happen again to that person, no drug will work on it. And this is because a lot of people are taking antibiotics without any prescription and just taking on their own. Okay? And that is developing drug resistance within them. So let's try to identify the correct answer. Which of the following are the reasons for occurrence of this multi-drug resistance? Genetic predisposition of some people, taking incorrect doses, using antibiotics in livestock farming. So genetic predisposition, that means having such type of resistance throughout, from parents they have gotten these things. Gayatri says B, 1 and 2, okay. What about others? Ishwara says C. Yes, the correct answer is C only. Okay? These two statements are correct. Using antibiotics in livestock farming. So assume, don't, let's say not here, but mostly in foreign countries. Okay? They eat a lot of beef over there. And if you utilize antibiotics in not a controlled manner over there, so these animals will be having this multi-drug resistance, and this is what you are eating, so naturally you will be also getting some portion of this multi-drug resistance. So this is correct statement. Okay? Genetic predisposition doesn't happen because this happens when you take these drugs, then only you can get resistant with it. Okay? So only 2 and 3 statements are correct. Let's go to the next question. 34. The recently G20 Leaders Summit at Bharat Mandapam featured a stunning 27-foot Nataraj sculpture. So consider the following statements, which of the related to Nataraj sculpture, and this you can also easily do if you have a little bit of understanding with respect to ancient history. So the statue is sculpted by renowned sculptor Radhakrishnan Sthapati. Shiva's Nataraja form underwent significant development in Gupta dynasty. This remarkable Nataraj statue weighs 18 tons. So what do you think is the correct answer? थोड़ी सी भी knowledge अगर आपको ancient history की है, you can easily do this question. Gayatri says B. Okay. (34) A, Ishwarya. Okay. Why do you think A is correct, Ishwarya? See, the correct answer is A only. Only 1 and 3. And why is this so? Because it happened mostly in Chola dynasty. The Brihadeswara temple you must have known. Famous. Yes, correct. And in Gupta dynasty, they were mostly Vaishnavite. And this difference between Vaishnavism and Shaivism mostly came with the advent of Bhakti movement. The clear demarcation was there during Chola dynasty. Let's go to the next question. Recently in Maharashtra, the demand for reservation in educational institutions and government jobs by the Maratha community has once again taken center stage. Consider the following statement. So, 102nd Amendment Act of 2018 introduced Article 338B, 342A. Article 338B deals with the newly established NCBC, National Commission for Backward Classes, and 342A empowers the President to specify social, economically backward communities in a state. What do you think is the correct answer? A little bit of news with respect to polity. In polity, you all have to study about the major institutions, constitutional bodies. So if you have studied about National Commission for Backward Classes, then you can easily do this question. So at least I can tell you that National Commission for Backward Classes was not a constitutional body from the start. Okay? It only became later on via Constitutional Amendment Act. Gayatri says C. 2 and 3. Okay. Bhavi Agrawal says D. Yes, all these statements are correct. Okay. So another thing to revise your polity also. So under 102nd Amendment Act, the National Commission for Backward Classes got a constitutional status. Okay. So it was constitutional. Now whatever taking care of other backward classes has become a constitutional duty for this National Commission for Backward Classes. So well done with those who have got the answer correct. Next, recently the Prime Minister of India paid homage to Acharya Vinoba Bhave on his birth anniversary. Now let's go a little bit in history. So consider the following statement regarding him. He was the first Satyagrahi chosen by Mahatma Gandhi for civil disobedience movement. He introduced the concept of total revolution और हिंदी में संपूर्ण क्रांति. ठीक है. He was awarded the Bharat Ratna posthumously. That means after death. Which of the following is correct? एक statement you have to eliminate. Only one statement you have to eliminate. You will get your answer correct. ठीक है. Try to do this question. Gayatri says B. आकाश says A. Yes, आकाश एकदम सही. ठीक है. The total revolution concept was provided by Jayaprakash Narayan. ठीक है. So this statement is incorrect. 1 and 3 are correct. Only 1 and 3. So well done. Next question. Recently, the government has extended the date for states and union territories to finalize their administrative boundaries by June 23. Consider the following statement, and this is regarding census. The census are used to determine the number of seats to reserved, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in government services. The census exercise is undertaken every 10 years The decennial census is conducted by Ministry of Statistics. So what do you think is the correct answer? Ek option, again I'm saying only one option you have to eliminate, you will get your answer correct. Everybody is saying C. Why? What happened? What about this statement? For those of you who have, you can check, okay? It's not Ministry of Statistics who conduct census. Yes, Home Ministry is the correct answer. So you have to eliminate that statement, okay? And that gives you the correct answer. Okay? The Ministry of Statistics is not the correct answer. The statement, thereby B is the correct answer. Next question. Recently, aspirational blocks program have been launched during the second National Conference of Chief Secretaries. Consider the following statement related to this program. It is a development initiative aimed at improving performance of areas that are lagging on various development parameters. It was announced in the Union Budget 2020-21. It will initially cover 500 districts across 31 states and union territories. So, which of the above statements are correct? When was this, aspirational districts program, aspirational blocks program was introduced? This is D. All are correct. Okay. What about others? What do you think is the correct answer? Others want to skip this question or what? What do you think is the correct answer for this? Try to eliminate the options, you will get your answer correct. So the correct answer is C, 1 and 3, because this statement, second statement is incorrect. It was not introduced in 2021. Okay? This was the time period during COVID. This block program was recently introduced in budget 22-23. Next question, easy question for you guys. Consider the following statement regarding Make in India. Okay? It was launched in 2014. It is being led by Home Ministry. It aims to transform the country into leading global manufacturing destination. So I hope you should do this question. It is very easy. Eliminate one option. You will get your answer. Everyone. Don't get disheartened if you do not get your answers correct. Okay? Keep on attempting these questions, especially in these sessions. Okay? Gayatri says C. Anybody else? The correct answer is C only. Yes, obviously it's not done by Home Ministry. It is done by DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So, any easy question? Next question. In the recent years, cotton production and yields have declined significantly. Okay, so consider the following statement regarding cotton textile industry. So the cotton textile industry is a weight losing industry, hence its location depends on the site of production. Top cotton producing states in country are Gujarat and Maharashtra. What are the correct statement? Another easy question. Weight losing industry, who do we call weight losing industry? Such industry whose raw material actually loses the weight as the time proceeds, okay? Or actually loses the weight in the production process. So that's why we have to keep the industry of weight losing nearby the raw material. So this is the concept of weight losing. Now try to tell me what's the correct answer. Gayatri says B. Okay. What about others? Ishwara says A. Only one. I'll ask both of you. Does cotton lose weight when you take it from one place to another place? Yes, Akash. The correct answer is C. Cotton do not lose weight when you take it from one place to another place. Otherwise, most of the industry would have been nearby the cotton farms only. Okay? But you must have noticed that cotton farms are located way back in farming regions, and the textile industry is located where the market is, such as in Mumbai and other places. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, so this is all for today. We'll meet in the next session tomorrow. Most probably we'll be completing the third part of November. And with respect to the content of current affairs, the content has been divided by the topic wise as well as month wise. So these are being provided to you or being updated to you in the course itself. Okay, so you can check it from there. Chalo, thank you guys for joining. We'll meet in the next session.